Hello, everybody. I hope you all had a good weekend. Today is Monday. So number one, before actually I start with what Miss Danielle did, I noticed that she tried out the ice with the baking soda and watercolor paint, and I was really excited to see that. And then she took the colored liquid that was made with the vinegar and the baking soda and the color, and then she used it to paint a flower that she drew. And then she checked on it at the end of the video, and she noticed how it had spread out, and it had a really interesting look to it. So I was excited. I didn't even think to use it as paint, but that's an idea. So, and it's really easy to get those things together and try that out. Later, we're going to be doing something else with ice that reminds me of what Miss Danielle did. But anyway, number one, Miss Danielle showed you how you can get a bag, but you need somebody to help you with this because they're going to put something in the bag and you won't know what it is. And then you're going to try it out. So I did it. I'm going to pretend like I don't know what's in the bag, but I didn't have anybody to hide anything for me, so you know. And I also don't have a paper bag. Maybe you don't have a paper bag. I thought about using a plastic bag, but remember how Miss Danielle said we shouldn't see through it? And I thought, you know what, that's true. We shouldn't be able to see through it. So I just used a lunch bag. So I have this bag. And remember, Miss Danielle said not to look because you want to feel it and think about what you notice and then guess what you think it is. And I wrote that too. You have a bag, you have an object or a thing. What does it feel like, right? So, So I didn't look. So I'm going to feel it. Well, it's soft. It's definitely soft and squishy. Because, see, I wanted to play this too. There's something like kind of has something on it that's like a little, like feels a little different, like smoother than the other parts. I think it's some kind of stuffed animal, maybe. What do you think? Do you think it's a stuffed animal? I wonder what kind. Let me feel. Well, I think I feel a nose. Maybe some ears. And arms and legs. I think. I don't know. It has a body. And some other things to it. So let's see what it is. It's a bear! It's a stuffed bear that my mom got me, and it has my name on it. So that's what this is, and it has these on the back. So that's what I was feeling that felt really smooth. And then the other parts of the nose and ears and arms and legs, I was feeling those too. So I figured it out. Oops, I think I had it up here. There we go. So did you get a chance to try it? How did it go? All right. So this weekend the weather was super nice, and because we have a new house, we have a lot of things outside that needed to be taken care of, and I thought this is the right weekend. It's really nice weather. It's not too hot, but so I did a lot of like weeding and stuff, and I don't think I was used to doing all that work because my body is a little bit sore. But this week it's supposed to get really hot. So I thought, let's do one more. Let's think about ice for another day to stay nice and cool. Try to stay cool this summer, especially when it's really hot. So for number 2, I decided to look up some things about ice. So I wrote facts about ice. And there are 2 things I learned that I want to share with you. One is that ice is frozen water. It's frozen water. So you have water. Remember I put the tray with the different nature things in the freezer, and then when I brought them out, it was frozen. So when it gets cold enough, water turns to ice. That's what happens when it gets cold enough to water. So ice is actually frozen water. I also thought it was really cool that people, scientists, who like are interested in outer space. Like, we live on the Earth, and then there's all the space around the Earth, and there are other planets and places that are so far away. And scientists have found out that there's ice on some of those places. They've found it, like with telescopes or with like satellites, like things they send out into space that can take pictures and videos. So they've found out that there's actually ice on other places, not just on Earth. So there might be like living things somehow, or maybe there were, because you need water to live. Water is really, really important. And in my next video, we're going to learn more about water and do some water things. But today, what we're going to do, number 3, we're painting ice with colored salt. I know, it's going to be so exciting. So I'm going to be down in my kitchen again to show you how to paint with colored salt on ice. All right. Okay, hi everybody. So what we're going to be doing, or what I'm going to show you, is how to paint ice with colored salt, like I had said. So what you need is food coloring. First, you need to make your colored salt. So you need food coloring or watercolor paints if you have them. I didn't have those, so I used food coloring. And look what happened. This is actually the one I put yellow in, but it came out orange. And so what I did is I put salt in a baggie, and then I put about 4 or 5 drops of food coloring, and I waited like a minute, and then I made sure all the air was out of the bag, that's important, and closed it up. And then I just squished it around. It was a lot of fun, actually, to squish it around. And then that's now what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it in a bowl like this. So I have it like ready. Okay, so there's that color. Then I also made this color with blue. Yep, that came out blue. And then of course I have some ice. Now, what you could do ahead of time is you could take like a bowl like this, fill it with water, put it in the freezer, or maybe a plastic container would be better. I don't know if that would break the glass. I don't think so, because I've frozen things with glass containers, as long as there's like air and stuff. So then, or I don't actually know. But anyway, and then you could have like a big block of ice. If you wanted to paint a big block of ice, that's another thing you could do. So here's the blue. And guess what other colors I had? Actually, this color and this color, they're actually a little bit different. I think this was supposed to be green, but it turned out to be kind of a blue. And this is the blue. So we have blue that I'll pour out here. And remember, this is, I'm sorry, did I say what this was? Salt. So you need some salt. And red. So I'm going to put red in there. In fact, I have the salt right here that I was using. Salt. And that's the other thing you need. Salt and food coloring and ice. That's it. Okay, so I have my colors in these little bowls. And I have my ice. And then I thought I could just use a spoon to sprinkle some colors. Let's see. This looks like it, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's an adventure. Huh. Okay. I wonder if I like spread it around down there. Oh, it's fun to like see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let's add another color. Here's what I have so far. I'm gonna put that on top of it. It's spreading around. Now it looks green. Look. Now it looks a lot more green than it did. Oh my gosh, I made a new color. What did I make? because I put the red right on top of the, it's probably supposed to be purple, but it doesn't really look purple. Let's try on some more ice. Should I try this color on top and see what happens? Oh, you know what? So I put blue and yellow together, and look what it made. It made some sort of green color, didn't it? So that's a lot of fun. I could keep going with this for sure. Hey, maybe I should put some red. I made this yellow. So maybe I should put some red with it. And see what happens. I put a lot of red. And you can decide, like, putting a little bit, a lot. You can try out different combinations. Oh, look. Once you wait a minute, I can see it down here. That looks orange. Because yellow, even though this color looks really kind of orange, it's actually yellow. It's supposed to be yellow. So, I hope that you had fun watching this, and maybe you'll be able to try it at home. It really is really easy to make colored salt. And then you just get a bunch of ice and maybe make like blocks of ice and paint with the salt. I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.